have fun with it. This is not like some pretentious arty art house movie. It's not what it is. We made it so you guys to have fun with it and make fun of it. The thing that I would say before I pass the mic on to end everything from me, talk about the movie. If you liked what you saw, write about it. If you don't like what you saw, write about it. Tell how bad it is. Tell how good it is. Just don't be silent, because that's how a movie like this survives, is through people like you.
Yeah, again, thanks for everybody for coming. Was anybody here last night? Yes, yes. Okay, great. Because I was talking to some people on our tours. They've seen the film 14 times, and of course we encourage you to see it at least that many times. And I was going to say thanks for braving the weather, but I suppose the weather's usually like this, so this Churchillian bravery. So, and again, thanks again for doing this.
Chinchillian. Thank you all for coming out. At the end of it, we're going to do a Q&A. So if you, after watching it, if you feel like you have some questions, even if it's just what the fuck inspired you to make this, we'll be here to answer it, and we'll be selling some merchandise and signing anything you'd like us to sign. So enjoy the film.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. So does anyone have any questions? Anything? Hello? Hello? Yes, it works. I can't see shit anyway, so if you do have a question, I really can't see you. You don't want out if you do. Hey guys, it's Great Flopper, all right. Yeah. I'll tell you what then. Yes, right here with the Zytrate vial.
Is there anything you should do differently with
You don't know. I think that filmmaking is a process. I mean, you learn from your mistakes. I think is a perfect no, but you know what? I'm extremely happy with what we accomplished. It's not mainstream. It's not for everyone. This film was polarizing. Some people are going to hate it. Other people are going to love it. In fact, we were called by one critic the worst movie ever made. By another critic, who's recently learned Malton, said one of the year's best. So I think that we're going to polarize people, and I think that's part of the joy of what Repo is that it's not for everyone, and I don't want it to be for everyone. So.
Did you notice that there was spelling mistake on the newspaper before or after it went, or was it on purpose?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Did you notice there was a spelling mistake on the newspaper before it went out? Or something?
What spelling mistake?
Feud is spelled right.
Feud?
Feud.
Oh, I did not know that. Terrance Zdunich to thank for that. Terrance,
I didn't make that one.
We actually meant that was actually how we meant to do it. That was all part of our after.
They were so angry in the feud, they were flustered. I've lost all my spelling faculties.
I think the E and the U are the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's American.
Yeah. Mistakes, goddammit. Before we do any signings, does anyone, I can't see anything, so if anyone else has a question. Yes, right here.
Are there any plans or chances of the Repo becoming, oh, hello, microphone. Are there any chances of Repo going on stage again, or any plans for that in the near future?
You know, yeah, but I think at this point we need to prove and continue to build the audience. I mean, I'll give you a quick story. Repo started out in 2 theaters in the States, 2 theaters, and all of a sudden we started forming this kind of army, and out of the 2 theaters, another group of people got together and said, wait, we want it in Texas. And so all these people started a petition. Next thing we know, we opened in Texas. Then all of a sudden, another place started arguing for it. Next thing we knew, we're popping up in theaters all over the place. We're supposed to be in 2 theaters. And the same thing kind of happened with right now. We're out on DVD in the States, but next month we'll be in almost 3 times as many theaters as we were when we came out originally theatrically. That's because this army keeps getting bigger and bigger. If we continue to do what we're doing right now and getting more and more fans to it, then yeah, we'll be back on stage.
And hopefully after Sundays, after church, we can make this like a thing, so people go to church.
Yes. Well, yeah, you know,
This church.
You know what, I mean, it's cool is that Repo is becoming a permanent fixture in the States, where it's showing every month at midnight at different theaters. And it's all over the United States, in every city. It's becoming this permanent fixture. And again, in the States, what's cool, this is our first time taking it anywhere else, abroad, but it's actually become an event where people actually come dressed up as the characters and actually sing the songs with the screen. There you go. And it's insane, I mean, to have an entire group of people kind of doing what they did with Rocky Horror with this movie.
And has anybody, a lot of you been on the boards yet on our website? I know you.
Yep.
It's just such great things. You guys are adding so much to the process. So, I mean, we love hearing your unique ideas about what you're doing and how to promote this and how we can all have fun.
I remember what was like a turning point for me is the three of us have been working on this for a really long time. And on the one hand, we always knew, I think, our ideas were a little left of center. But at some point, when you finally have financing come in, and actors like Sarah Brightman and Paul Sorvino, you suddenly feel like you've made it and you're more mainstream. But we got a real hard slap of reality when we did a test screening. And I'm sure they do that here with movies as well, but in the States they recruit an audience of what's supposed to be, in our case, middle America. You know, and they're supposed to approximate middle America. And they ask this audience, you know, standardized questions. Did you like the film? Did you not like the film? Who was your favorite character? Who was your least favorite character? And those type of things. And based on those results, a lot of movies sink or swim. We sunk. And, you know, it was really kind of a blow because we were thinking like, wow, we were proud of what we did and we knew it was out there and other people seemed to accept it. So we thought we were going to be in 1,000 screens with billboards and, you know, McDonald's merchandise and whatever it is big movies do. And so we were all kind of discouraged, like, well, you know, maybe we were wrong. Maybe we're just so wacky that no one's going to get it, and it's just our own little self-indulged exercise. But then we entered the movie in a couple of festivals, or got accepted in a couple of festivals, and we showed up, and the first one being in Montreal, and the second one being in Austin. And just based on some YouTube clips that existed from the film, people were showing up, and like he was saying, they were dressed up like the characters. And it just, for me at least, it kind of put us back on track. It was kind of like, I was feeling sort of down. I sort of was like, feeling like, well, maybe we were wrong. You know, maybe the test result was correct. But then realizing that it really wasn't meant for the people that we were asking. We were asking the wrong audience to create our thing when it was meant for kind of the left of center. And anyway, thank you all for coming out. I hope you fall somewhere to the left with us.
Yeah, you too. And it kind of amplifying what Terrance is saying, one of the great things, we've been going to schools, so going to colleges throughout the States. And we go to see all budding filmmakers, go to film classes, and there's so many great people out there who want to do something different, you know, and of course, you know, it's like Darren's always saying, you know, you open up the paper and you see, you know, all these sequels, it's the same old, and you want to believe something can be new and actually can get financed. So in as much as I'm really proud of this, I'm also proud of the fact that if it sparks interest in other people to go out there and do something different. I mean, for Christ's sake, it's the 21st century. We don't need to see the same old stuff over and over again. And this is really a 21st century opera.
Everything is so cookie cutter, in my opinion. I mean, and I guess I should be the last one to talk because I've done 3 sequels. I'm doing a remake next. And so, but because that's what sells. Sequels sell, remakes sell. Rock operas, they don't sell. And I think what happens is, that's how society is. So you see what's normal in society. You see people all looking the same, all dressing the same, all going to the same places. And I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of like this kind of conformity that you see in movies right now. And I think that with Repo, we were so sick of kind of trying to be cookie cutter. We wanted to do something that was original, something that we liked. And it's not safe. It's not in the middle. It is completely.
Well, and I think, just to add to that, I don't think it's people that want the same thing over and over again. I think it's just easier to market the same thing over and over again. If you could have a movie or any artwork, and you're like, one poster can encapsulate what it is. You don't even need to see it. You know exactly what it is. Oh yeah, that's kind of like this thing. And I will go spend my $10 or whatever it is here to go see a movie. Whereas you take something like Repo, I think can a poster really do it justice? Does a poster sing at you? Like, how do you sell something like that in one singular image or one singular catchphrase? And so I think stuff that can't be easily plopped into, like, here's that one tagline and we did it. We know we're either going to like it or not. It's just sort of discouraged because really what it ultimately comes to is you have to do more work. If you're a marketing team, you have to do more work. How are we going to do this? You can't just plop it into this, you know. And the fact that no one even approached us with singing posters kind of upsets me.